fun things you can do with it. So that just kind of gives you a little idea of how you can easily have fun with AI. But I will go ahead and get going with our presentation because I know we only have so much time and there's so much we could talk about with AI. And my goal today, thank you Phaedra for setting this up. It's really a pleasure to have the chance to speak with everyone. I am a big advocate for the type of work that you do. I have my own experiences with parents that are aging, and my mom is in a home right now, and she's progressively getting worse with her dementia. And she's back in the Midwest, but she's in a good place. So, and then we also Ron and I got dementia certified with Phaedra last year. So I do have a special place in my heart for what your cause is. So we both really appreciate it. And the roses are just my way and Ron's way of saying thank you for all you do for us and the community. Thank you. So now let's have some fun with AI. AI is really a fantastic tool, but first I just want you to meet me a little bit, get to know me a little bit. I am actually a certified chief AI officer, and I've gone through several certification programs. I've been embracing AI for a couple of years now, and I am all in. I am AI all day long. I go to trainings, I update my certifications, I stay as current as I can with it, but it's very challenging because it's moving so very quickly. So I've been in marketing and sales for about 30 years, and prior to AI, I had a career in real estate, and then before that, I was actually an e-learning strategist. So I worked with Fortune 500 companies, and I helped them put together their e-learning strategies for their organizations. So it was all about putting together online training and educating business owners why they need e-learning. I see a lot of similarities between e-learning back then and AI today. It's about education, it's about change management, it's about getting people, understanding the benefits of it, and then also understanding that there's certain guardrails and certain compliance things that every business owner wants to pay attention to. So there's a lot of very much similar things that are going on between e-learning and AI. Also, I'm very passionate about teaching strategy before the tools. As a chief AI officer, our focus is very much about creating a roadmap, keeping those guardrails in place, keeping you safe, keeping your business safe, so that you can be as proactive about what's to come with AI. So that's pretty much my background. I've done quite a few speaking engagements. I've been doing some for the small business community. I did some for Mesa Chamber of Commerce. Also, I do a lot right here. I do a lot of speaking engagements here. And I really enjoy giving back to small business owners. So that's a little bit about me. Moving on, I want to, and the reason I'm not really opening up my whole presentation is because I want to be able to just open up my tabs at the top. So normally I would have the whole presentation open, but then I have to unplug my computer and plug it again. So I'm just going to leave it like this. I do want to bring everyone kind of up to speed on what's happening overall in the industry with AI, so that you have a good grasp of where this is headed. Here's a couple of examples that I wanted to share with you. I mean, I could talk all day on businesses that are moving over to AI, but here's a couple of pretty big examples. Microsoft CEO, they just laid off, I think it was like 8,000 employees. but they reinvested their money, and they reinvested $4 billion into AI initiatives. So it's not necessarily about getting rid of people, it's about, and that's definitely not my thing. It's like, let's empower people. Let's make them better at what they do. Let's make them more educated in the benefits of it so that people aren't afraid of, losing their livelihood. So it's really important that that's kind of my initiative, is to make people AI literate. So $4 billion in AI initiatives, so they're actually they're shifting gears with their company. I mean, they're growing and they're just shifting gears. That's happening with Meta, that's happening with Google, GoDaddy. I mean, the list just goes on. And then healthcare is another one. Healthcare and manufacturing, and every time you turn around, there's like news that, there's been layoffs, but they're putting money into AI. So it's really the people that we see are typically getting laid off. They might be mid-level management, or they also might be entry-level, where entry-level, they're doing like a lot of repetitive tasks. AI can easily replace repetitive tasks. And that's kind of like what a lot of companies focus on. And when you think about repetitive tasks, that might be customer service, where an AI bot could address customer service when it comes to standard questions, not necessarily the more deep, intense customer relations that companies are looking for. But it also allows a company, when it comes to customer service, now we can focus more of our time really helping the customer, not answering general FAQs. Kind of think about it that way, where they're shifting their talent in that way. Another one here is Shopify. I thought this was a really interesting one. The CEO of Shopify, which we all know is an online shopping marketplace, the CEO says that no new hires without proof AI can't do the job. So he's telling his managers, you are not allowed to hire anyone until you prove to me that AI cannot do the job. So that was a pretty big move. It was a pretty big, bold move on Shopify's part. And these are just a couple of examples that I wanted to share with you so that maybe it sheds a little bit of light on where we're headed with AI. And these are just a couple of small glimpses into what's happening. Now, I am going to be doing some demos today, but I just wanted to give you a really good baseline of where we're headed. I did some research on the senior industry and where is AI going in the senior industry, the senior home care, healthcare, and it was pretty interesting to find out that senior care executives are actually using predictive analytics to improve their care outcomes. And I'm going to have some examples of that for you today, so that you can maybe start to think about how are we going to start to use AI so we can remain competitive in the marketplace. 50% of care organizations, they're implementing AI for staffing and resident chatbots. So that's a pretty cool thing. And when you think about it, as we, as our aging population grows, we're going to have more accountability towards the family members. And so the family members might be the ones that are more technology driven, and it's not necessarily the person that's actually under care. So it's important to, in my opinion, it's important to be able to cross that bridge with the actual family members and let them know that your service is very progressive, you're technology driven, you're installing certain tools that are going to help with their loved ones in a time of crisis, that type of thing. So it's really a pretty interesting dynamic that we're seeing in senior facilities, and they are investing heavily in AI solutions. So I would love for you to take a minute and think about your business, and where do you see maybe AI helping your business grow, or helping you remain competitive, or helping it take off some of your redundant, more repetitive tasks that you have? Does anyone want to maybe share a little bit about maybe what they're thinking about? Maybe AI could, Ron would be right there, where maybe AI might be able to help you.
Oh, you're gonna give me a microphone?
Yeah.
She doesn't. I'm loud as hell. What are you talking about?
No, because
you don't have a mic.
Yeah.
No, what I was thinking is, I mean, we have franchise, so
Yeah.
seniors helping seniors, it's in-home care, but I really see this benefiting on our website. So if somebody were to go in and just be able to pick a category to get immediate information and say, here's how you get your appointment scheduled or whatever, that AI could be so much faster than the chats with the person, which takes forever for them. So I just think if they could pick a category and get immediate help from AI, then we would be able to help them and know exactly what kind of services they needed, and it would like save time on the phone, it would save time in that kind of intake process, and I could be able to go, oh, you want this, and this is your person? Great, and they would like get all that for me. By the time I called them, I had all that information.
I love
ready.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what you just described is it's what's called an AI agent.
Yes.
And so it's not just like a templated chatbot.
It's interactive.
It's more, there's chatbots, and then there's AI agents. So with a chatbot, it's more reactive. So let's say you're ordering a pizza, and you know what you want. You order the pizza, and it might ask you a couple of prompts like, okay, do you want onions on it? Do you want, extra cheese? It's really a pretty straightforward process. But with an AI agent, depending on the conversation, it can go a lot of different ways.
It would save me so much time, and then I would immediately know what they want and be ready to talk to them about those needs specifically, instead of having to go through a little checklist. So
Yes. So are you with Seniors Helping Seniors?
I am.
Okay. And then who else is with Seniors Helping Seniors here? Okay.
We've got some that are.
There's some that
Okay.
are crossover.
Kind of a crossover?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, definitely. Thanks for sharing that. Anyone else?
I played around with this a little bit, but I'm just looking at it from a different perspective. Like, for instance, I'm struggling with leads right now, so I've used the chatbot or the ChatGPT to say, this is what I do for work, this is my target audience, give me a business plan to find more leads, and break it down for me in a week, over a week, and spit out a business plan, as opposed to me sitting in front of the computer trying to figure it out.
So are you taking that content and are you creating content from it? Or
a weekly plan.
I will.
Yeah.
okay. Okay, good.
And it just keeps asking, you just keep going deeper and deeper. And so it says, okay, well, do you want to create a flyer, or do you want to do this? And then you just keep feeding it, and it just keeps spitting out, and it can take you all the way to,
Great.
having a detailed plan.
Yes. Great. Thank you. Yes.
I use it like for agendas, and I just type in, I need an auxiliary angels committee meeting agenda, and then I just kind of tweak it as I need. But it was really good.
Yeah.
Figuring out.
So it like makes it for you?
Yeah. It was really good at figuring out who the auxiliary angels are.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
But also, I just have Grok like on my phone, and I almost use it as like a search engine, because I feel like I don't know, I get more of a broader answer, not just what Google wants me to hear, I feel like it kind of pulls in all kinds of things when I ask, where's the best restaurant in Chandler, or where, just like random questions, so.
And you have it on your phone?
I-
And did you say you use Grok?
Yeah,
Okay.
I use it quite a bit, like my husband and I use it quite a bit, and it also remembers you, so when you've asked us something before, it'll reference back, oh, well, this could also help with that, it's cool like that.
Okay, yes.
I saw Google the other day, something popped up on, that's what we use as our email solution. And I saw that they started AI, and so I was messing with it. I don't personally like putting together presentations, right, all the slides and stuff, so I messed around and it was put in the information, what do you need a presentation for? In 1 minute, there was the whole presentation that you could.
Did it
just-
create the slides?
Yep.
It did. And that was with Google?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. I think that's pretty new. That's a pretty new feature that they just came out with.
Yeah, they said
Yeah.
it was new and I just was investigating it and it was slick. And
That's
then you
awesome.
just go tweak it.
That's awesome.
I think for us, honestly, on both companies, I have a huge issue with AI on the people end. But I also feel like AI is helpful for us to utilize in getting our word out, getting us face forward, doing things like that, which allows us then to do more people facing. So before, where we were doing a lot of hours with agendas and you know, figuring out all the things that we need to figure out, this will help us be more people.
Yes.
Because honestly, for what we do, I feel like what will make a difference in our industry for both placement and seniors helping seniors is we shouldn't lean that much into AI. We need to lean into people being people, because that's what people are forgetting about.
100%.
So if we use it on all the tasks and the media part of it and getting us out there in really unique ways, then we can spend more time with the people.
Absolutely.
And those are the people that want us to be with their people.
Absolutely. No, 100%. It's like spend less time in front of your computer so you can spend more time with your customer. That's really the bottom line. What AI, the purpose of AI. So there's so many ways that you can use it. But thank you very much for that feedback. Does anyone else have any feedback or experiences of using AI right now they want to share? Anyone else?
I have one question.
Yes.
Just like something I heard from another expert, that we heard from. I mean, she says when she goes to events, she can take like all these business cards you get. And it's like, okay, I put my little business cards over here, and then I never follow up with anybody, and like maybe very specifically one or two people. But then I have all these other things, and she said that she takes a photo of like 8 at a time, and then it throws them into her phone or her, wherever. And then they're automatically in there, and she can immediately type without having to input them. And like, that's the kind of stuff I want to save time on.
Yeah,
You just use it
definitely.
for something else too.
You do that?
I wonder what program that is that she's using.
It's called
Well,
ASAP. I have that one called ASAP.
Okay.
another
I just used another one that was really, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just tried it, somebody told me to try it, and I am a terrible note taker when I'm trying to pay attention and
Yeah.
interact with people, and I've just been tasked with 2 different groups that I'm in to be the note taker, so I downloaded Fireflies.
Oh, yeah.
And I literally just set the phone on the counter and hit record, and then as soon as the meeting was done, it emailed me a complete transcription and a summary page of everything that was talked about.
business fan.
For sure. Yeah, and there's a couple of different tools that do that, probably more than a couple. But there's Fathom, like if you're on a Zoom call and you record it, it'll send you the transcript and the video when you're done with the call. And then what you can do is you can actually, let's say you're on the call with a customer and you want to send a really quick email follow-up, you could just take that transcript and you can just put it into ChatGPT and just say, hey, please review this transcript. I want to summarize what we talked about with my customer, and I want to highlight certain areas, and then it will generate an email for you. You can also do that with any like sales presentations that you're doing with a large audience. You can send them a follow-up email campaign, like a sequence email campaign, to kind of keep them, keep you on track or keep you in line of sight with your customer so that they don't forget about you. So there's a lot of things you can do, but that's great. Yeah, I'm glad that's helping you.
Another good one for business cards is called CamCard. And you take a picture of the card and it automatically puts everything into the file, okay? And you make sure it's all spelled right and everything that's here. You can tweak it. And then once it's all done, you okay it and everything. And then there's buttons up on top and the right-hand side. You can hit that and you can either, you can file them into different, like your business, personal, whatever, it doesn't matter. You can file them like that. And then you can automatically put it into your contacts. So now you got in your CamCard file and you got it in your contacts automatically. and everything comes into it like that.
And it's called what?
Cam card.
Cam card. Yeah, that's a
C-
nice one, 'cause you
CAM
can-
card.
You can
Yeah.
export a CSV file and put it right into your database.
Oh, God, yeah.
So it's
And
really
it's so
nice.
fast, you know.
Yeah. I want to get into some of the meat of the presentation. But I wanted to kind of touch base on just foundational, high level, what's happening, kind of like where we're headed with AI, so that we don't just like immediately jump into tools, because the tools are great, but if you don't have an idea of how you want to use them, you don't have a strategy, the tools are just, fun and games. So, has anyone heard of Perplexity? Is anyone using Perplexity? Okay, so Perplexity is really wonderful for research. So it is it's an aggregate of several different, what we call LLMs, which is large language learning model. So this Perplexity, it actually has behind the curtain, it has Grok, it has Anthropic, it has Chat, it has Claude, it has several different learning management system, not learning, I'm sorry, I always get the e-learning mixed up with the AI. Large language learning models. So it has several different LLMs behind the scenes. So when you're doing research, it's going to pull up from all these different models. It's not just one model. It's not just Chat, it's not just Claude. So what I can do to kind of show you an example is, let's say we want to, I love this for research. So let's say you want to research some competitors. We can say research, let's say 3 top competitors. 3 top competitors. Let's see. 3 top competitors, insights. And let's say I want to know about top publications. Like I want to know what the top publications are saying about the senior care industry. So this would help with writing blogs, writing newsletters, anything that you want to create content with. So let me go ahead and finish that. Let me rewrite that here. I start talking and then I lose track. Competitor. In Arizona. Okay, we'll just leave it at that. So all I did was I just asked it a really, really simple question. And Perplexity is free, by the way. They do have a paid version, but I have the free version and it works really great. And now what it's doing is it's just telling me, here are the top publications for senior care. So now I can look at this and I can say, okay, some of these look familiar, some of them don't. So now you can kind of draw from here. It's going to provide you with what makes them, top in the industry, some of their accolades. This is showing actually Phoenix. It's showing statewide. So it's showing all of these different publications. And so I like this because if I want to know in AI, because that's my space, I want to know who the top AI influencers are and what is happening in the industry. I can immediately go to Perplexity and I can ask it the question and I can say, what are the top 3 experts in the world in AI right now, and what are they saying about the latest trends? And so it's going to give me all of these options, and then I can simply take this over to ChatGPT, for example, and I can say, okay, I want to create a newsletter. I want to create a newsletter, or I want to create a blog article. There's so many things you can do just with this really simple research tool. Yes?
So would you say then that's more trusted? Because I know everything that I hear is when you're just pulling information, it's super important for you to fact check it because it's pulling information from even people that don't necessarily know what they're, I mean, I guess if I see Phoenix Magazine or
Yeah,
US News and World.
I would say random prompts, you want to fact check it, but we're already asking, you know, we're looking for competitors, and these are, I'm sure these are well-renowned publications. So it's already done that for you, but you can also cross-check it. And you can even take, let's say Phoenix Magazine, you can copy and paste that and put that into ChatGPT and just say, how does this publication rank? You know, like, what are their awards? How credible are they? You can do further research with it. So that's a way where you can really kind of drill down. And then you can even drill down on maybe an article. I mean, I do that all the time. I fact check everything now because there's so much out there that's not, it's just baloney, you know? So whenever I see something, I mean, I'm putting it in ChatGPT and I'm saying fact check, you know, and it's gonna tell me if it's good or not. So definitely use, definitely use ChatGPT for that purpose too. Great question.
So just start it with fact check and then it knows that we're literally taking something specific
Yeah.
and making sure that it's true.
You could just say, fact check this article. Copy and paste the article into ChatGPT and it will fact check it for you step by step. It'll say, this is true, this is not true, or this is, inflated information or whatever. So you can kind of draw from that, and create your content from that. Yeah. So how many like Perplexity? Could be using it? It's a pretty great tool. Yeah, I use it quite a bit. So the next thing I wanted to share with you today is you mentioned bots. So I just happen to have a sample custom bot with me today. And this is not for All About You placement, but it's actually for another senior care living, and I think they might be out of Florida. And if the mic works on my phone, I am going to play it so you can get an idea of what a custom bot might sound like. So, and then if anyone would like to take this number down, it's actually a demo. And the phone number is 725-245-7140. And so, if you can maybe hold the mic, because I want to make sure they can hear this. Okay. I'm going to call this number.
You want speaker?
It's up.
Hello, thank you for calling Amada Senior Care, where every senior is beloved. This call may be recorded for quality assurance and training purposes. Do you consent to this recording?
I can't hear it. Okay, so what this is gonna do, call it when you get a minute, and just ask it questions. It's actually a bot that is gonna walk you through exactly what you talked about. It's like you can ask it questions. You can.
But what is it? Anything? Ask it anything?
Well, this is a senior caregiver.
Oh, so if we call that number though, we're gonna be calling an actual, is that going to that organization?
No, this is a demo.
Oh, it's a demo.
This is a demo.
Okay.
Yes. Don't worry. Yeah, this is a demo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So basically, what you can do is you can call it, and now you can say, just make something up. Like my mother, needs to look at assisted living. If you'd like to try, maybe take a few minutes and try it out, and then we can reconvene them if you'd like to do that. She's calling it. Yeah.
Who's gonna be paying for Social Security?
Bye, y'all.
So it can hear me,
Yes.
and it can hear all of you. So
Oh,
it would
so it's-
pause
yeah.
to listen for what we were saying, and then it would listen. So it's interactive, which I like.
Yes. Yeah, so you can take it down, you know, that's an example of where you can take it in different directions depending on what you're looking for. So play around with that demo, and that's the possibilities with what you just described earlier, where you would like to see a call that comes in, kind of help you out and manage it and take that person down the right path.
Wouldn't like a Siri or an Alexa just be that kind of? Because
Well-
you can talk to Siri and tell her.
Well, the
everybody's
thing-
phone's gonna start talking.
Yeah, the thing with AI, the thing with AI agents is the way they're set up with a knowledge base. So it knows this particular company, this demo, for example, it knows what kind of services they do. And so they're always gonna be taken in down a certain path related to their services and their company. And then at some point, it's going to connect them to a real person. So it's going to depend on
Yeah.
where that conversation goes. But think about how it alleviates so much of the pre-screening and the preemptive
I mean, we
work.
have something like that on our website. So what I'm saying is, it's a real person interacting with people on the website. What I'm annoyed by when I read all this stuff is like that person has to go through this long process and they have to type things and all that. So it'd be much easier if it just said, if it was interactive, like you could push 1 for this, 2 for that, and then it would give me all that
Yeah.
information. So by the time I'm talking to them, I already know everything about their family member. And it's like, not everything, but you know, as much as I can, so it's easier
Right.
for me to go launch from there versus this long thing that they have to do
I
online.
feel like by the time I talk to someone, I'm so angry because I haven't tested a human being
Right?
yet.
Yes.
I don't know how I feel about this.
Yeah, I mean, and to her point, it's not about taking away that human aspect.
Right.
It's about human in the loop, absolutely. I mean, that's what your business is all about.
I don't think the client
Yeah.
would know they're talking to I'm talking online, not on the phone.
Well, yeah, you can set these up with your own voice if you really wanted to, and
Yeah.
people will think they're speaking to you.
Yeah.
That's to me is creepy.
So
Yeah,
this.
the phone is a little creepier than the online, yeah.
So this is one solution where you could think about it for your business is a AI agent. Check out the demo, and Ron will give you my card if you have questions. So that's one way where you could really alleviate maybe phone calls on the weekends that come in, you know, or after hours, or they come in at midnight or something where it might not, I don't know if you work 24/7.
Yes.
Yeah, so, yeah, I kind of figured you did, but if someone calls that number and you already have all of your knowledge base built into the chat bot, it might not need a person to step in, you know, it could be something really simple that as long as it's set up properly, then it can address that. And then you can get reports and you can get all kinds of, you know, data on it to see what the call was about. And I don't know if you could probably even get recordings on it, you know, maybe transcripts. So that's just an idea of how you might be able to use AI to help you take away some of the 24/7 stuff that you do.
I don't know if that would work for us.
What's that?
I don't know if that would work for us. I'm not, and believe me, technology and I do not get along at all, but I'm very much leaning into it.
Yeah.
But again, I just very much, like half the time when we talk to people, they have no clue where to start, what, like, we're digging in, like, I don't know if AI can be like that person on the other end of the phone. Like half the time when we're talking to people, they don't even know what they want or what they need.
Yeah.
And we have to go through a process of getting through the emotions and what is it and what do you need and how do I pay for it? There's so much going on
I think
that.
it would be more like an answering service.
I was
Like,
gonna
it
say,
wouldn't
yeah.
be like a, let's
Yeah.
talk about your
Yeah.
conditions you're
No.
dealing with.
Yeah.
It would be.
No,
and
and that's
that's
where.
where you would call immediately.
Yeah,
or-
yeah.
No, I think that AI would be phenomenal again for us to take those tasks
Yep.
of the work to make it easier so we can be with the people.
Right.
Like I know, I'm sounding like a dinosaur.
No,
But I just do.
yeah.
I just-
I mean, no, that's so true. And this is just one way AI can assist you. There's many, many other ways it can.
Oh, yeah.
You know, this is just an example of what companies are currently doing in the senior living space. That company in particular, I believe they're out of Florida, that they created this demo for. What's that?
Amada.
Oh, you know who it
I
is?
heard it.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, I know them.
Gotcha. Okay. So that's just an example of what we're seeing, you know, one way to use AI and technology with senior care living.
As long as it works, because AI,
Of course.
any kind of can be glitchy.
Yeah.
So as long as it works, like I have called, like what Carrie was talking about, like I have called the cable company or the whatever,
Yeah.
and it's the worst because they don't understand what you're saying, or they send you to the wrong thing.
They're recording me, like.
Yeah, it's
somehow,
glitchy.
because it's
Yeah,
Right.
it can be glitchy.
Right.
That's not AI.
So here's something to think about, and this is to your point. It's like if you don't want that part of your business handed over to AI, then just think about it for marketing and think
Yeah.
about it for,
That's what I,
you know,
I feel
repetitive
like, yes, for
daily
us, that
tasks,
would
the,
be huge.
you know, like the emails and the marketing and maybe the sales presentations and social media marketing and, you know, putting videos together for you and things like that. It can be super, super helpful and powerful.
Then we can be with the people.
Yeah.
And that's
And,
where I think a lot of companies, I'm seeing some companies that are in both of our arenas that are teching it up too much.
yeah,
And I think that is gonna be the biggest mistake that they will make. Cause we're dealing with people that are at the age demographic, even if they are savvy. We're people.
You don't have the emotional.
Yeah, we're people dealing with people, so I think there's a whole million ways that this will help us.
Yeah.
But it'll help us be able to be even more personable with people because of the
Yep.
technology.
it'll take a lot of the mundane tasks off your plate, for sure. Yeah, no, great. So here's some marketing things I put together for you. Has anyone heard of Gamma? Okay, you've heard of Gamma? Okay, are you using Gamma?
No,
Okay,
I've heard of it though.
okay. So I was talking about like newsletters and marketing and things like that. So with ChatGPT and Gamma, you can actually create presentations. You can create social media content. You can create documents that are a little nicer looking than just like a regular Word doc. They look a little cleaner and might have some graphics in them if you want to send something to a customer. So that's something that you can use with ChatGPT plus Gamma. So I'm going to go ahead and open up my ChatGPT and just show you an example of what that might look like. Okay, let's see here. Now I've got Gamma open here, and I want to find my Word doc here. Let me see if I can see here.
How does it keep your history? Boy, my husband can't use that.
Yeah.
We don't want to see his either.
I have to unplug it, sorry. Yeah, I can't find that Word doc.
You have a 12-year-old in the house.
I just have to do one thing real quick here.
Person.
Yes.
Mm.
I texted her asking her if she knew if he knew she was working with me as well.
And did she say yes?
She hasn't responded yet.
But if the granddaughter told him,
That's what we need.
I don't know, I'll find out.
Somebody.
I like that.
ask
She
ChatGPT
immediately-
what to do.
She immediately told me, so I would assume she would have told him as well.
See, I could do like a half-hour, 40-minute conversation before I find out there's somebody else
Yes.
involved.
Is that where you have to unplug it and plug it back in? I get you now, yeah.
Yes. It just drives me crazy. I don't know why I have to do that. Okay, so let's go ahead and make this big here. Okay, so what I thought we'd do next is show you an example of how you can use ChatGPT, and you can create a presentation. So I've actually pre-made my my prompt. So here's my prompt. I want to plan a comprehensive and engaging webinar focused on effective services that All About You Placement provides to its clientele. The aim is to provide ABC Senior Home with valuable insights and practical strategies that make All About You the obvious choice. Provide any insights on the latest trends and services. The webinar should cater to C-suite executives and decision makers while selecting a reliable service provider, ensuring topics are easy to understand and cover from foundational principles to more detailed topics, such as safety and health, for example. I just thought maybe this would be relatable to your industry, not knowing, I'm not in that space, but this is just something I came up with. Consider drawing recommendations for resources to industry experts who have been industry trailblazers in senior living. Lastly, provide opportunities for interaction, Q&A in the webinar. So imagine you get a phone call from a really big lead, a big client, and they want you to do a presentation in the next hour or two, and you don't have anything put together, and you want to create something nice and polished for that client. And this could be applicable to really anything. You can just change out the wording. It can be to maybe a couple that you're going to visit at their home, and they want to know more about your services, the in-home services that you provide. You can just simply change up your wording, however, whatever your intent is for that particular presentation. So all I'm going to do now is I'm just going to hit enter, and it's going to run it for me. And this is where, this is not interrupting like your human in the loop aspect of your business. This is really something like we were talking about, where you see where this could take a lot of pre-work off of your plate and put it right into a content that you can use. So here's your target audience. And of course, this is just a play example, but this kind of gives you an idea. 60-minute webinar, 5-minute welcome intro. It's laying everything out for you. Webinar structure. And I'm using ChatGPT 4.0, by the way. That's the version I'm using. Now, you can even use a deeper research, which is the 03 version. Right here, you can use the 03 version, and it's going to give you advanced reasoning. But it takes a little longer to run. But if you're really looking for some really deep research, you can use that. So here's all of the, here's the layout, here's the talking points, certified dementia care placement services, success stories from recent ABC clients, and then of course you would fill in your success stories. This is just a template. Then we've got senior living trends, and then we've got 10 minutes for Q&A. It's even telling me how long from each section, okay? And then we've got some resources here that pulled off of the, yes?
So I heard that if you're not paying, if you don't have a paid version of the ChatGPT, everything you put in there, even if you put in personal information, is the public can access. Is that true?
Mm-hmm.
So the paid version, do you have to set the privacy so they still have access to it?
No, it's still, you want to be careful what you put in there. Yeah. So you want to make sure if you're putting any documents in there that you redacted so that it doesn't have any personal information like social security numbers and addresses, emails, things like that. Yeah. And then the free version doesn't save your work. The paid version does. It's $20 a month. The free version, also the brains behind the chat, has an IQ of about 80, whereas the paid version has about an IQ of 180. So you're not getting really good content when you're using the free version. But
It does seem to work though, with free version.
it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, it works, but it's just not, it's not giving you as in-depth of information. Yeah, and it can't do that deep research, you know.
But she's saying it saves her work.
Yeah, it does save your work though, the free version.
It saves your work?
Yeah, as long as you
Okay.
Yeah, when you walk out,
Okay.
you go back in there, sometimes I'll put in stuff, and then if I want to go back.
Oh, okay.
and reference it,
Maybe they
I just
updated
go
it.
down
Yeah,
It's been like that.
yeah, maybe they
I think
updated.
it's been maybe a year. It's always been like that since.
Okay, nice. Yeah, you know, they're always updating things, so, and then
There's
it's
more
like,
paid people, so now they can offer more free services.
yeah. So they say that AI is changing every 7 days. Every 7 days. Yeah, so
Probably more than that now.
what I teach now isn't even gonna be relevant a month from now. You know? But here's the layout for me. So now it's asking me, would you like me to draft a full script or PowerPoint slides? No PowerPoint. No PowerPoint. PowerPoint is dead. But I do want a Gamma visual deck. And then I also want it to write a post-webinar email and follow-up. So those things I do want. So I'm just going to tell it, I'm going to tell chat, I'm going to say, I'll be creating this presentation in Gamma. Please provide outline for Gamma. Now it's actually going to take what we have there, and of course you can edit it. You always want to edit whatever you're getting. This is just for demonstration purposes. So now what it's doing is saying, I understand the question, and now it's going to give me an outline so I can copy and paste this outline right into Gamma. And I think anyone in sales or marketing will really appreciate the power of what this can do. So here we have title slide, slide 1, it breaks it down by each slide. Okay. It's telling us what the problems are, some of the challenges in the industry. What's that?
She's called them pain points.
Yes.
Sherry, you said PowerPoint's dead. What's replacing it?
I'm showing you right now.
Gamma? Okay.
I mean, if you're using PowerPoint, I mean, think about how manual it
It
is.
is manual. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very manual, very labor intensive. So, and I'll show you how Gamma works in a sec. And Phaedra, you're gonna love this. If you do a lot of presentations, which I think you probably do. But here's all the slides. It's laying it out for me so all I have to do is copy and paste this into Gamma. Okay, so it's got all my slides, and it's asking me, would you like custom graphics? Not for today, but you can have it create custom graphics for you. There's an image generator here under tools. You can definitely do that. But for now, I'm just gonna take this entire presentation and I'm gonna copy and paste it. Okay, let's see, how many slides do we have here? Okay, there's my slides. And I'm gonna copy it. And I'm going to go into Gamma, which is GAMMA.app. Okay, here's what the interface looks like. And then you see these buttons up here. You can create new from blank, or you can import. You can actually even take an existing maybe a PowerPoint presentation or existing document, and you can import. But for today, I'm just gonna click Create New. Now I have these different options. I can either paste my text that I just copied from chat in here. I could use a really easy prompt and it's gonna generate a presentation for me, or I can import a file. For this, I'm just gonna go paste in text. Now I'm just gonna take that outline that we just saw and I'm gonna click presentation. So now I want a presentation and here's all my slides. And then I'm just gonna say preserve the exact text. And then I'm gonna continue to the prompt editor. Now it's reading all of the content and it's creating what they call cards, same thing as PowerPoint slides. And it's laying it out for me. I can go in here and I can edit it, I can change it up, depending on what my needs are. But I'm just gonna leave it for this, like this for now. There's also in the left-hand column, they have different AI images that you can use. They've got different options here. They have,
We need to see some seniors. We need to see some gray hair.
what's that?
We need some seniors, gray haired people.
Yeah, I mean, it's actually going to pick that up in the generation of the slides. So watch, without really doing anything other than just clicking generate, I'm gonna go ahead and generate the presentation. So now it's gonna ask me, well, what kind of template do you wanna use? It's gonna give me all these options, and here we go. This is the presentation that's being created for us. And you can go in and you can, on the right-hand column, there's all different features where you can change images, you can upload your own images, you can change the text, you can add movies in there, you can do a lot of different things. But this is really great for just on the fly. What's that?
Praise Jesus.
I know. I know.
I'm very sure thinking, boy, could he use this 5 years ago?
Oh my gosh. Well, and this is free. So they have a free version. You can create up to 8 slides or cards.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, if you want more than 8 cards,
We'll call you.
no, you just, yeah, and it's $20, $20 a month.
Well, yours are 8, you're 8.
Yeah. So it's already picking up what kind of images it should put in there. You know,
Are
the
those
AI.
AI images or are those real images?
But these are AI images.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. But you have an option. You can even put in your own images.
Good.
You know. So this is really a game changer. I mean, it saves so much time.
Yeah, like pictures from your facility, you know, where you guys are, you know.
Okay.
If this is what you were talking about, this would help us give presentations but still have the human touch. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely a time saver. And
then how do you play it?
all we did was we took a prompt in ChatGPT. We worked on our prompt. That's the key, is you want a really good prompt. That really is the key to getting good output, is put a lot of thought into what you're asking ChatGPT to do. So if it's 1 or 2 sentences, you know, that you're not gonna get a really good output. So put some nice thought into what you're looking for, and then put that into ChatGPT. Put it in a Word doc and wordsmith it. You know, even have ChatGPT help you. Say, hey, I want a really good prompt, and here's some of the bullet points of what I want to cover. And ask ChatGPT to help you write a prompt if you're stuck. So you can always default to ChatGPT when you're not sure about something. So we just had our presentation created in a matter of, what, 3 minutes? And this is a slow Wi-Fi. So here's what it looks like. And then we can hit present. And now we can look at it and we can say, maybe I want to do some editing.
Can you export that too?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I'll show you that. Okay, so there's your presentation.
I actually did a whole presentation for orientation for onboarding. Oh, wow. Boom.
Yeah. And it looks nice. It looks nice, it's nice and clean and
Well, this is a webinar, so it's encouraging stopping and questioning and.
nice, it's a nice image. You know?
Oh my gosh, how many people are looking at her? What are you, a little creepy. A little creepy. That's nice, definitely.
Our family looked like a bunch of vultures.
Yes! That's too many looking at her, too many.
And of course you wanna edit out your content, make it more your own.
Yeah.
This just kinda gives you an idea
This is great.
of what you can do with it, yeah.
Yes.
And you can even take your website and you can say, okay, here's a cool thing.
Evergreens are.
Take your All About You Placement website and put it in ChatGPT and say, summarize our key features and benefits of All About You. And it's gonna read your website, okay? And now let's say you wanna create some marketing content. You can ask ChatGPT, okay, now that you've summarized our website, help me create a month's worth of social media posts. I want newsletters, I want blogs, I want LinkedIn posts, and give it everything that you want, or you can do one at a time. Sometimes if you give it too much, you confuse it. And then it's going to help you create your marketing content. And just by taking a website link, you can do that. Good stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. So, some other things you can do is you can actually create images on your own. Let's say you want to create some social content and you want to use this presentation here. And let's say you want to create some Instagram, LinkedIn, or whatever. Let's just say this is your website, for example. And you could say create 7-day sequence email campaign. Whatever you created in your prompt, you can do that. You can say, I need emails for this. I want to send out follow-up emails. So now what it can do is it can take what you generated here, draw from that content, and now it can create emails for you. Or it can create marketing content, I mean, you name it. It can do all of those things. So it's a 7-day email sequence campaign. Okay, so that could be something that you set up on a drip campaign. You just present it to a client, a customer, a potential customer, and now you want to stay in front of that customer. You can create email campaigns, set it up in your CRM, just schedule it out ahead of time. So that's something that you can definitely do, and that's something where you're not sacrificing time in front of the customer, time with a patient, or this is stuff that's taken off your plate so that you can spend more time with your clients and your team and that type of thing, or networking, or whatever that Phaedra does. Networking.
Everybody does.
Yeah. So that's just an example of what you can do with content that you've already put right in ChatGPT. One really simple example, okay? Now another thing, and I know I touched on this with Sandy a little bit when I ran into you at the Mesa, what's it called? Taste of Mesa. And I mentioned digital twins. And so I wanted to show you I'm gonna show you just a really quick demo of what that would look like. And I'm just gonna show you the idea behind it so that you can start to think about, like, creativity wise, how you can think about, how can I use a digital twin in my marketing? You know, you can actually create your own avatar, and it's always going to be in your file. And so when you create your video, then what it will do is it will allow you to create your own script. It's a little hard to, let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, here is the short demo I want to show you of a digital twin. This is really phenomenal for onboarding. You could use this for onboarding, definitely marketing, YouTube videos. There's all kinds of things you can do with this.
We get it. Creating how-to videos takes hours of filming, screen recording and editing, time you could spend on other content and strategies. With HeyGen, you can create professional tutorials in minutes. Let me show you how. First, let's start with your script. Already have a script ready? Perfect. Just paste it here or upload your audio file. Starting from scratch, our AI script generator makes it easy. Whether you're helping new users get started, breaking down a complex process, or sharing your expertise, just describe your topic and target audience, and it'll create a clear, well-structured script for you in seconds. Next, choose your presenter. Now, who's going to deliver your message? Our avatar library offers professional avatars, lifestyle avatars, and hundreds of new UGC avatars.
Whatever teaching style you're looking for,
You'll find a presenter for your how-to videos. Want to use more personal? You've got 3 ways to create your own avatar. Option 1, you can record a quick 2-minute video, and this captures both your look and voice perfectly. Option 2, you can upload some photos to create a photo avatar. Option 3, just describe what you want, and we'll generate a custom avatar for you. Looking for your right voice to deliver your message? Click on AI Voice to explore hundreds of different options to match your content's tone and style. Want something unique? You can create a new voice in 2 ways. You can upload an audio sample to clone a voice, or use text prompts to design a custom voice with specific
Any language.
characteristics. Then create your how-to videos. Now let's put everything together. If your tutorial requires screen demonstrations, here's how to use our screen recorder. Head to the Chrome Web Store, search for HeyGen Screen Recorder, and click Add to Chrome. Once installed, you can start recording, and your content will automatically appear in your HeyGen assets. Now that you have your screen recording, it's time to build your video. Here, you can start with one of our templates or create your video from scratch. First, choose your canvas format, landscape for desktop viewing or portrait for social platforms. Then, customize backgrounds, add text overlays to highlight important points, and include animations to keep viewers engaged. Speaking of animations, we offer various types to enhance your video, but here's what makes HeyGen truly different. Unlike traditional video editing, there's no timeline to manage. You can simply add animations directly to your script, specifying exactly which words they should appear on and when they should end. This means you can focus on your content while the animations automatically sync with your voiceover, making the whole process incredibly intuitive. Once you're happy with your video, it's time to share it. Start by generating captions to make your content more inclusive and accessible. You can then download your video with or without captions or share it instantly via a direct link for seamless distribution. Looking to connect with a global audience? With just a few clicks, our translation feature allows you to convert your video into multiple languages, ensuring your message reaches viewers everywhere. 今日の動画ではトレロの使い方をお教えします。トレロは小規模中 And that's it. With HeyGen, you can create clear, engaging how-to videos in minutes instead of hours. Ready to transform your instructional content? Let's get started.
That's our weekly videos.
So imagine the power in that. You can, repurpose your content. You can use the same video, and all you need to do is swap out your text or your script. And now you can use that same avatar, and you can create a whole new video. So there's so many things you can do with this, like onboarding, sales presentations. I mean, it's really a cool tool. especially like if you have a multiple languages client, you know, Spanish or whatever. I mean, you could communicate with a client, maybe the kids speak English, but the parent speaks another language. You can actually communicate with the kids that are trying to help their parent by creating a HeyGen video in their native language. So it's a way for you to kind of like close that loop with the communication. So there's just like a lot of really creative things you can do with this tool. I do a whole training on HeyGen. It's a really amazing tool. So anyway, that was my last. I think that was my last demo I had. I did want to show you a real quick scheduling tool that I found online, and I don't have any affiliation with this company, but this is actually an AI scheduling tool I wanted to share with you because I did find this kind of interesting. So I'm just gonna go, it's only—
After hours scheduling is burning home care teams out. Call outs, missed clock-ins, and losing sleep, worrying that something will go wrong. And the tools, answering services, virtual assistants, even staff taking calls, are costly and leave major gaps. So we asked, what if home care owners could go home at 5 o'clock and hand off scheduling to a trusted partner, one who understands the stakes and gets it right? Meet Scheduler AI, a seamless AI and human service that covers after-hours responsibilities like it's part of your team. Scheduler AI monitors your systems, resolves issues like missed clock-ins or call-outs, escalates emergencies, routes questions, and closes the loop on documentation. Everything starts with capturing your standard operating procedure. Scheduler AI adapts to your workflows, not the other way around. Start with 1 night a week, scale to 24/7, and finally reclaim your evenings and your headspace. Let Scheduler AI handle the chaos, so your team can focus on connection, growth, and care. Contact Zengage to
like I said, I don't have any affiliation with this company, but I thought it was relevant to your particular industry, and the young lady was even mentioning a lot of what we covered. So anyway, emerging in senior care, you know, this is what we're seeing. Predictive placement tools, we're seeing emotion-aware AI videos, voice-activated elder support, AI for health monitoring. You know, we're seeing all these things now. And actually, I did create an AI executive summary for you where it talks about, if you don't mind taking a screenshot of that QR code, I think you will find it very interesting. It is I think it's a 17-page document, and I used AI to do all of my research on what's happening. Hang on. In the, one second.
Can you, yeah.
Pretty bad.
It's asking for contact information.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And then it's going to send you a PDF document. And I thought it was really fascinating, all of the things that are going on in the senior care industry and AI. And I think it'd be worth taking a look at some of the players in AI right now in senior care. So I hope you enjoy that executive summary I put together for you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and then that is it for today. I think we ran pretty much on time.
Yeah, thank you, Sherry.
If you have any questions, you know, if you have any questions about how you want to implement AI, reach out to me. I think Ron handed out my card.
Yeah.
And then I'm available, you know, to have a phone call if you kind of want to go over some things. I do recommend though that before you jump into these things, really focus on your strategy, you know, before the tools, you know, have a roadmap, figure out what you want to have some guardrails in place so that you stay safe and that you're not using, you know, AI in all of these different directions. Very important. And it's about communication with leadership. So if everyone is on the same page and you have these meetings and you talk about AI and how you want to introduce it into the business, if everyone is on the same page, everyone has the same goal. We hear time and time again where maybe leadership isn't so much on board or they hand it off to someone. But the thing is that when it gets handed off to someone, then leadership is not in the loop. And so if you have leadership that's on board and they understand that, yeah, we gotta start using this, and then everyone's on the same page, and you all work very carefully and very, purposefully in your goals, setting your goals. So I hope you enjoyed the presentation, and thank you for coming.
Thank you.